10 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page right here. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone. And happy Thursday. I'm Eva Marcel, and here are your top news stories. So yesterday was another record day in the U.S. where 2,405 people died from the coronavirus.
What?
Total, yes,
What?
2,400 in one day. Total deaths now, Ricky, are over 28,000 people, with over 600,000 confirmed cases. So over 500,000 are confirmed. Michigan has the third highest number of deaths in the country, but thousands of protesters took to the state capitol demanding that the government end their stay-at-home order. In other news, a 26-year-old Florida inmate who was released from jail due to the coronavirus pandemic has been accused of murdering someone the next day he was released. Also, stimulus checks are going out, but many are being sent to the wrong bank account, and people are definitely upset about that. And last, Elizabeth Warren has announced her support for Joe Biden as president. Looks like a little bit of unity over here in the Democratic Party. All right, that was a quick look at your headline news. For more on what's trending, log on to the Rickey Smiley morningshow.com. Rock T, what's popping in sports, my brother?
What's going on, Eva? Well, we got a little sad news in the NFL. LA Rams football player Brian Allen tested positive for coronavirus. He's the first NFL player to publicly acknowledge a positive COVID-19 test. Scottie Pippen, former NBA great, reveals that he got fired from his role with the Chicago Bulls right before the season started, but kept it on a hush-hush. And the Bulls wanted him to pretty much make several commitments that would mess up his ESPN gig. So he's like, nah, bro, I got to keep doing this thing. But he don't feel bad about it. He said, listen, I like being with winning organizations anyway. So he threw a little shade at him, whatever. But speaking of the Bulls, Shaquille O'Neal, Shaq Diesel, was talking a little fun smack yesterday, claiming that his three-peat Lakers with Kobe would have beaten the Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen Bulls back in the day. He also admitted that. But he also admitted, he said, but it also would have depended on this if his free throw shooting was good or bad, because we all know he was a horrible free throw shooter. But I don't know, dog. MJ Pippen versus Shaq and Kobe and the crew.
Yeah, he
think about it, though. Shaq. Nobody from the Bulls would have been able to handle Shaq. Exactly.
Sorry.
Nobody from the Bulls had nothing for Shaq.
No jump ass.
What about Bill Cartwright?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, we love we are Chicago Bulls fans when it comes to Jordan Scottie Pippen. But we was not no damn Bill Cartwright. Big sorry, flicked jumper ass.
Talking like Cookie Monster.
Oh man,
out to the good man. Gary with the T, man, what you got there, Pimpin'?
All right, y'all. Now remember last week I was reporting, honey, that Cherie Whitfield, former Real Housewives of Atlanta star, reported that her mother was missing, and honey, she solicited the prayer warriors, and everybody prayed for her mama, and her mama came back. Well, now y'all, the world and people are saying, wait a minute, Miss Cherie, girl, now your mom is back home, but we need to know where she was. Now, it's being reported that they found Sheree's mama, honey, even in Ohio. Now, they don't know if she walked to Ohio or if she caught a bus or what, but they're saying, y'all, that Sheree's mama was found in Ohio. Now, it's being reported also that Sheree was born and raised in Cleveland, Ohio, so they don't know if her mama was walking or going there to look for Sheree or what it was, but nevertheless.
That mega bus.
Is that what it was, Jan? Exactly, because it'll take you for $1. But people are saying we need to know where she was, and then they also want to know where was she when everybody else was being quarantined. So Sheree have as of yet to answer that, but should the people know where her mama was since we did pray for? You don't think so?
No, it's not the people's business. Like I said, her mother has been known to take trips and do her own thing. She's a woman of her own, and so you say that she's from Ohio. She might have just been visiting family. I'm just happy that she's home and she's safe and everything's good.
Yeah,
it's not.
I agree.
Well, yeah, but y'all said it's not the people's business to know what happened. We were not business to know she was missing either, but she told us.
Well, because just in case something was wrong, Gary, we would be able to help find her.
Well, we glad she back though, but honey, people are very angry, and honey, hopefully Sheree have an answer sometime today for the people.
Ain't nobody angry but you.
That's what I was about to say. People are you. You are the people.
I need to honey and stop doing this to me. It's too early. The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is sea spray. On the high end, you say sea spray, and on the low, you say beautiful teal blue. That's your color for today. Brad got your hot spot up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour, and Brad got your hot spot. Good morning, Brad.
Good morning, Rick. I'm your girl, Brett Tat Tat. Good morning, everybody. And this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more on the corona. Well, y'all, after donating millions last week, it was announced yesterday that Rihanna's Clara Lionel Foundation, Jay-Z's foundation, the Carter Foundation, and Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey will be giving additional joint grants dedicated to supporting global COVID-19 rapid response efforts. The latest funds total over $6.2 million and will go towards protecting and serving marginalized populations in the United States with a focus on New York, New Orleans, and Puerto Rico, as well as international communities. Okay, y'all, people want to know if Nicki Minaj is lying or not about her and him breaking up, her and her husband. Well, she removed her husband's names from her Twitter account to the two names, like I told y'all yesterday. Yikes, causing people to think that was going to change. Well, now she's officially speaking out about the divorce, saying, like I said this yesterday, she's still with her man, but it's just business as usual for her highness as she prepares to release new music. So all this new stuff and these shenanigans are going on back and forth with the husband. She's playing games with y'all because she's trying to make sure everybody stays focused on her when she drops her new music, and that's what usually happens. It's like promo, you know. That's the thing. That's what people do. All right, y'all, moving on. During an appearance on Jada Pinkett Smith Red Table Talk, Queen Latifah revealed her celebrity crush. Latifah, along with her girl strip co-stars Jada Pinkett Smith, Tiffany Haddish, and Regina Hall, were discussing their celebrity crushes, and Latifah said, "I like the girl. She's a Brazilian model. That's my crush. She's she got fire. I like her." Jada added, "Yeah, she's a cutie." And then Tiffany Haddish chimed in and said, "Well, if we're talking about females, I'm into Meryl Streep."
Right.
And Jada said that her celebrity crush right now is Governor Cuomo. She said, "I don't miss a press conference when Cuomo is going on.
Boy, when I tell you, he sit there and tell it, don't he?
Right now." So she loved him. And Regina Hall at the end said that her celebrity crush was Will Smith. Oh my God. And that caused Jada to laugh and hide her face under the table, y'all. Oh my goodness, that was so funny. All right, y'all, last but not least, poor Sierra. Y'all know she pregnant. And, you know, she kind of had to shed the light on what pregnant people are going through during this corona pandemic, because also LaToya Luckett is pregnant. And it's kind of rough because you got to go to these doctor's appointments by yourself. So she had to FaceTime her husband, Russell Wilson. She said, "Russ had to FaceTime me from the car for our ultrasound." We don't hear too much about the U.S. during this time or whatever. She said she later invited all my pregnant women to chat with me and my doctor today on IG Live, 2 p.m., adding the hashtag Women's Wednesday. And that's got to be sad to have to do that. So I think it's really nice to pull together all the women and, you know, that are pregnant or that want to talk, because it's like you got to be lonely having a baby and going to get an ultrasound and all the tests and stuff. You don't want to do that stuff by yourself.
It's hard enough when there is no corona being pregnant. You know, to have to go through a pregnancy during this pandemic, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because people like me, I be at the hospital getting lost, talking about where I go, what floor I supposed to go to, and ain't nobody helping me. I would be so mad. My water would probably break, y'all. I just can't do it. That's why I don't got no kids. Anyway, y'all, that's going to conclude the Hot Spot. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat. To get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Coming up next, we got Special K with the news you absolutely positively cannot use. I say absolutely positively cannot use. In Jesus' name, we going to keep this train rolling. It's your girl, Brad Tat Tat, on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I don't know why, but I do.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Comedian extraordinaire Special K got news you positively absolutely cannot use. Y'all give it up for Special K.
Now y'all not usually say it might be a lie, but it's true. It's real to me. I got that real today. The real. It's Thursday. She got that ooh wee. And that was the perfect song to go into this. She got that ooh wee. You know what that ooh wee is? But this is the 45 and up edition. So this for all the cougars out there. This how you know you got the right one. These are the characteristics. If you go to her bedroom and she pat the bed and tell you, "Come on, sugar," you know ain't nobody been back here since my husband passed in 02.
Yeah.
But you about to get lit up. If her inner thighs are dark from scrubbing together when she walk. If she meets you on Friday, let you come tapping on Saturday, then make you leave early on Sunday because she got to go to church.
Right.
If her grown son live with her, but he sleep fully clothed on the couch because she used his bedroom for storage. If you look in her cabinets and you see 10 or more pots and pans and ain't none of them in a set. They just all random.
Yeah.
If she fix you a hot dog or hamburger and give it to you on plain white bread, that's old school right there, boy. Eva, if you go in her bathroom and you see some pantyhose and a slip hanging up to dry on the towel rack.
Yes, sir. You finna get it.
If she got teenage kids that don't speak to you when you come in the house.
Right.
If she keep her wash rag hanging on the shower rod.
Right.
If you spend the night and her kids... If you spend the night and her kids come in the room in the morning and don't look at you like they surprised to see a stranger.
That means she ain't no good.
Boy, if she got that bathroom with them lights over the vanity with the 4 bulbs in it and 2 of them are blowed out.
Right.
I'm telling you, it's about to go down. If she tie her head up with a bonnet or a scarf and it stank a little bit.
Yes, sir.
If her TV remote don't have no back on it, you just see them batteries.
Yes, sir. Oh, boy, you know you gonna smash.
If that ceiling fan in that bedroom got a heavy dust buildup on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, if she got 4 more kids and they all got different grades of hair.
Oh, yeah. No lies told here.
Now, this for a hood. This for a hood older chick. If you pull back that comforter on the bed and you see that fitted sheet, but the middle sheet is non-existent. Your ass just laying up on the straight comforter. What the hell you laying up on the straight comforter?
And that comforter be hitting that dead skin on your feet.
You can't tell. Boy, you ain't got no middle sheet. If y'all about to get it popping and you take out that gold package and she look at you and say, baby, you're not going to need that. My tubes been tied since 97.
Yeah, boy.
She ain't worried about nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. If don't none of the tires on her car match.
Right. Right.
If she got a Buick or an Oldsmobile and her car window on the passenger side got a piece of cardboard stuck in it to keep it from sliding down.
Oh, it's a Buick LeSabre in front of my house right now.
If she got a grandson that live with her, he about 5. And his mama don't never be there. And he real bad, but he 5, but he just don't really talk real good yet. I'm telling you. You can't figure out why the hell this little boy don't talk good yet. He 5.
You better tell it.
If her bed don't have a headboard or a footboard.
Right. Right. An island, a mattress island. A mattress island. Laid on a lot of them. A mattress island. You don't know where to put your cell phone. They'll be the best, though. They'll be the best.
But if she got a bed with a nightstand on both sides of it, you know that's old school. You got a nightstand on both sides.
If her shower curtain look like a Tyler Perry production.
If her bathroom is decorated and it's super color coordinated, all purple and white, I'm telling you.
No, it'd be that burgundy, burgundy and green set. That burgundy and green paisley set from Target. Yes, sir. Everybody got that one.
That
Tiles hanging up above.
Yes, sir. And that rose soap on the back of the toilet that don't nobody ever use. Man, bye, man. Bye, man. Bye, man. We got Dr.
Find me a cougar.
All right, we got Dr. MJ. Y'all give it up a special K. Show your love a special K, y'all.
One time.
All right, we got Dr. MJ Colley giving us our coronavirus update. Dr. Colley, I'm talking about everybody got cabin fever now. Like, it's crazy.
Everybody have cabin fever this morning. Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and to all the Rickey Smiley morning shows. We have your coronavirus update for today, and let's start off with statistics as we always do. The number of cases has increased. Yesterday it was 608,000. Today it's 644,000. That's a plus number of 36,000 identified cases. The number of deaths increased from 25,981 to 28,554. So what's important about that is the trend. And remember, we were talking about peak week. Well, on Monday, there was 1,485 deaths. On Tuesday, that number increased to 2,381 deaths. And then yesterday, there was 2,573. So the number of deaths has increased. It almost doubled since just going through this week. So last week was not peak week. We're peaking in deaths this week, which is the only important statistic that counts. Now, boy, I tell you, the internet is ablaze with the theory that the SARS was a virus that was engineered, and the COVID-19 is a virus that was engineered, made in a lab in China, and released on the world, and like a James Bond conspiracy sort of thing. Well, again, this theory has been evaluated, and it's just, after doing the genetic sequencing of the virus, they have found that the genetic sequence confirms that it was animal-born. It did come from a bat, and it was just a mutated bat version of the coronavirus, the COVID-19. And so the chances are that it, could not have been manufactured in a lab. Now, anything is possible. We may find out a year from now that that's exactly what happened, but the science right now is not consistent with that. And so I think that, again, the talking heads are running out of things to talk about, and that was just a distraction that they wanted to give people, to get people talking about something other than that we are not doing enough testing, and when are we going to open back up the economy? So that's where we are with that this morning, Ricky. Now, the question then becomes, what is going to be the criteria for opening up the economy? And the question is that there's uncertainties about human immune system's response to the coronavirus and whether you're going to have immunity after infection. Now, there were a couple of studies that have already been completed. One was with 18 volunteers. They retested them and re-challenged them after they were given inoculation with the disease. 6 of them had immunity, and 12 of them had some mutated immunity, but they didn't have complete immunity to it. Now, it's thought, based on previous infections with SARS, that's a similar coronavirus, that the immunity is only going to last about 2 years. And you may have some antibodies for up to 3 years, but the question is whether those antibodies are going to be effective or not. So that gives us 2 years worth of immunity once we have enough people in the population that have been infected. Now, once we have herd immunity, we should have a vaccine at that point. The vaccine will be given to individuals, and then we should have longer lasting immunity. But, we still have to go through that process, and that process is, scheduled to take anywhere from 12 to 24 months. So, they're giving it to you in bits and pieces, but, and Dr. Collier is trying to make sure that you are well informed. They're telling you, okay, we're going to continue social distancing policies, procedures, and stay at home, stay in place for another 2 weeks, and at the end of the month, there's nothing unique about the end of the month other than the time has come and gone. They don't want to tell you that your entire summer is probably going to be wiped out because of this, and it is. So, start to prepare yourself mentally and emotionally now that nothing is going to change over the next few months, and we're going to still be in the same situation. So, Ricky, I'm not sure whether you're going to be able to spend a quality time on the boat traveling or not, but it's going to be, where we're going to be. We're going to have to continue our social media connections, Facebook and our friends and family, and really, really making sure that you're coming up with some creative ideas so that this cabin fever is not a problem.
Yeah, because I'm scared that cabin fever is going to get people contaminated. People get bored and naturally want to go back to the normal. And it's just so unsafe. You can see all these apartment complexes and everybody meeting up in these parking lots. Apartment complexes, everybody meeting up in parking lots, having like these little gatherings and parties and stuff. And they don't understand that they are actually putting themselves at risk.
They are definitely putting, when you have concentrated living conditions like you do in an apartment complex.
Hold that thought.
You are asking for it.
Hold that thought. Dr. MJ Collier. More Dr. MJ Collier. Coming up, Rick Smiley Morning Show.
What's up, WXMG, Lancaster, home of the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rick Smiley Morning Show at the top of the hour, y'all. Dr. Collier, real quick, let us know about everybody that's bored in their apartment and meeting up in these parking lots, having all these little parties and stuff, and especially these those people up there protesting the governor of Michigan. Let them know the kind of risk that they're putting themselves.
Okay, they're officially referring to them as corona parties on social media, and it started off with the phenomenon of people saying we'll bring an infected person to us and as a group, we'll expose ourselves to that person so that we'll all get it and get immune. There are multiple reasons why that's such a bad idea. One, because you might not get a mild infection. Because it's mild infected in one person doesn't mean that you're going to have a mild case. And what we're finding is that even in individuals that had no history of lung disease, once they get over the coronavirus, we're finding that 15 to 20% of individuals have permanent, or they have 15 to 20% loss of lung function. And that's a permanent phenomenon. It's not going to go away. So their lungs have been damaged and will remain damaged for the remainder of their life. So this is a major, major issue and problem. So you don't need to expose yourself to the virus. Getting in groups and protesting socially because you are just, tired of the what's going on right now, the new normal. You got to come up with creative ideas, that things that you can do alone or with the people in your family that you're quarantining with. But Ricky, this is real. I had a patient that came in yesterday, diabetes, hypertension, has been perfectly controlled for years. Yesterday, his blood pressure was off the chart. His blood sugar was off the chart. I thought that maybe he had run out of his medication. He said, "No, doc, I'm working from home." And I said, "Well, okay, that means you should be able to relax more." He said, "No." He said, "I'm with my wife and children all day." And he said it very emphatically, as in this is a problem with him mentally and emotionally, that he, his normal, break time was going to work, as were most individuals. And so that gave and allowed you to have quality time with your family members. But now you're spending 24/7 with them, and all those little nuances and things that bother you, like leaving the cap off the toothpaste tube, and every little thing can become a stressor. And stress, of course, decreases the function of your immune system, putting you at high risk for disease. Yesterday, Chris Cuomo, on CNN, who has been dealing with this, revealed that now his wife has it. She has been taking care of him for almost 2 weeks and doing a great, great job, but then she tested positive. So now you got the family situation. You got a husband and wife, both infected, and 3 children in the house who have not been infected to date. But now, how are you going to care for your family unit? This becomes a real issue for individuals, and you have to understand, particularly for black people who have to go out and work, who are in jobs they can't work from home, and then so the possibility of bringing the disease home is there. Now, one of the things, again, that I'm experiencing, when I come home from my office, I have to decontaminate myself, which means I have to take off my clothes, take a shower, clean myself. And I had a very, very nice dinner yesterday, but I wasn't ready to receive it because I had not decontaminated myself. So I had to make sure that before I interacted with the provider of that, the chef that brought that I had to decontaminate myself. So it was, again, the little things in life you don't think about, but that's very, very stressful. So this is not the time to overeat. And exercise is a very, very important component of that. And you can do old school military calisthenics. You can do, D-bends. You can do jumping jacks. You can do running in place. You don't have to go outside, but going outside isn't a bad idea. I have noticed that in my neighborhood now, every day there are people that are walking and running the neighborhood. They're maintaining social distances. They're speaking, but they're staying vibrant and alive. And it's very important that you interact with your neighbors and, in a positive way, but maintain your social distancing just so you can socialize, because we as a people are social beings. We like to meet and greet other people. We like to talk with other individuals. And it would be good, just to have a conversation with somebody outside of the home, just for your mental, health and saneness, if you will.
Right.
Go ahead.
No, we appreciate everything you do. Let everybody know how you can be reached.
Okay, you can reach me on all social media products at ASK, Dr. MJ, and we'd be happy to, to answer your questions. We try to answer them live on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. And Ricky, on tomorrow's show, on tomorrow's segment, we're going to do a recapitulation. We're going to do a summary of everything about the coronavirus that we've dealt with up to this point. And that's going to be really, really informative. So I want all the listeners to be prepared to tune in. That might be the time to break out your pencil and paper, because a lot of the notes that you might want to take, but again, everything that we talk about is being posted on social media, so you don't have to do that. But we're going to have a very informative segment summarizing everything on tomorrow's Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
There it is, Dr. MJ Conley, and y'all, what you got coming up next, Gary?
Coming up next, y'all, T.I. is telling the world he's excited about what he did. I'm going to tell you what it was next.
It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is 8 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea in the clue today. What up? up, get ready.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's talking about it, y'all. T.I., honey, made an announcement, honey. They're saying that he said, y'all, that he's glad, honey, the world knows that he cheated on his beautiful wife, Tiny, y'all. Now, he recently talked about this, y'all, on their television show, T.I. and Tiny, friends and family, friends, and family hustle. Now, people said, really, T.I.? I'm going to let y'all listen. Here's what he had to say.
We've all had our little indiscretions, and we get past it. There's no need to dwell.
Is that how you feel?
Let me tell you something.
What do you want to tell me?
Are you familiar with the commandment, thou shalt not judge?
And thou shalt not cheat. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Are you familiar?
Yes.
Isn't that beautiful?
T.I. sound like a pimp.
I sound like he was high.
He said that it's a great time in my relationship and in my marriage right now, you know, and everybody was like, really? Now, he said, trial and error have been my mentor. He said, I'm happy for people to see some of my transgressions and some of the things that we've gone through. He said, they saw that it didn't break us up. Eva?
Wow.
Brad, how y'all feel about that?
That's
I mean, it's the truth. It's transparency.
They've been together for a long time, you know, and they've been through a lot, you know. So being under public scrutiny is not easy. It's up to the two people if they want to stay together or not, you know. He said when he got out, she was doing her thing. When he went in, she was doing her thing because she had to stand on her own 2 feet. And then when he came home, he thought things were going to be different, but she continued to try to, you know, better herself. So especially after some of the things that had happened. So, you know, it's up to the two people, however they want to control their relationship.
Absolutely. But it also reminds you that no relationship is perfect. And even though, you know, on red carpet and on pictures and even sometimes on a TV show, things might look all gravy and you think you live in a life that no one understands. But now you learn that celebrities go through the same stuff that everybody else goes through.
But guess what? We ain't gonna talk about it, and you're not going to sit here and talk about it and talking about you glad the world know about it and stuff like that, like it's a wonderful thing. And it's enough I said that took you back.
It's a wonderful thing, but it's his truth. And he doesn't
and it's done already. What's done is done. What you gonna be saying? I'm saying.
Well, don't talk about it then. I don't need to be talking about it then. We don't need to know nothing about it then. I don't want to
talk about BEJ all the time.
Yeah, but
that's cause you you know you've been having like you know insecure.
I sure damn am insecure. I am. I'll be the first
say it, Ricky.
You know, well, honey, I'll say it. Hell, no, you're not gonna just sit there and make. How that makes me feel when you keep bringing it up and stuff, honey, and all that other stuff about what you done in the past. I don't want to hear about that. Let's not talk about it. Let's play like it didn't happen. I want to do it like that. I want to do it like the white girls do.
But you can't pretend like it didn't happen because it did happen. But
well, yeah, it did, but we don't need to keep bringing it up then. Well, I don't want you to keep bringing it up then. I don't want you to make me feel like I'm a damn fool. It's enough I took you back, and you're going to sit there and keep talking about it? No. I don't want to hear it. Hell. Anyway, moving on. Another celebrity news, y'all, honey. Everybody's raving, honey. Future and his beautiful love interest, honey, Miss Lori Harvey, honey. They're saying that Future's son, his 19-year-old son, Jacoby, was released on bond recently, y'all, from prison. Now, they're saying, y'all, because of the COVID-19 spread, they're releasing a lot of people out of prison early. But that's not a good look neither. Because if that's the case, you don't need to, because COVID-19 is out in the prison, if you done something wrong, evidently you're in prison for a reason.
Well, a lot of them shouldn't be in prison anyway because of the way the criminal justice system is set up. And you don't want them to stay in there and die. They don't have the medical facilities. And if they in there for non-violent crimes and they on there those stupid 3 strikes and you're outlaw and all that kind of stuff. People that sit in jail where they stole. There's one man in jail. He stole $50 and he got life in prison. He been in jail since '82. Stuff like people like that, you let them out. It just is the right thing to do.
Well, people are protesting for Bill Cosby to get out. He's still in there. He ain't done nothing, no hard crime.
He was convicted though, Gary. That's
but he might get out though by him being a senior citizen and non-violent. He might get out. So people like him, people like
But that was non-violent. Giving no women pills.
Other white folks that didn't go to jail that should have went to jail.
Yeah,
Matt Lauer ain't in jail.
Yeah, well, no, he not. Yeah, and they did the same crime. I guess. Yeah, but you know, honey, they got what they said, the complexion for protection. So there you have it. Bill Cosby doesn't. So they say they want him out, but we're going to see if he get out or not, because I'm sure Miss Camille would love to have her husband back at home with her, honey. So we're going to keep him lifted in their prayer, and hopefully he get out like little Jacoby did. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is sea spray. On the high end, you say sea spray, and on the low, you say beautiful teal blue. That's your color for today.
There it is. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
One time.
All right, 14 minutes after the hour, y'all. Brad got you. That's mine coming up next. And we got the front page coming up. Rick Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all. Rick Smiley Morning Show. Bottom of the hour, y'all got a hilarious prank phone call. My man, RoyWoodJr.com. Want to hear it? Here it go.
Hello?
Hello, sir. I need to speak with Jared, please.
Who's this?
This is Johnny Hurston, sir. I'm with the Sackleson Corporation. We're the customer service department. The service collection, I ain't got nothing. I'm not calling you about the collection aspect of anything of your relationship with them, but it was brought to our attention that you had an altercation with them on the phone.
I mean, I don't know what you want to know. They said something I didn't like, and I told them how it was.
Well, okay. Well, Jared, see, I was going to go ahead and conference in one of the employees that you had cussed out so that you could go ahead and apologize to them and tell them how ignorant you was.
Well, you can let them know how ignorant I was. I don't deal with that employee anymore, and I never will.
Well, sir,
so, you can call them and let them know I'm an ignorant f***er. Have at it.
I have not cursed you, sir. It boosts our employees' morale when crazy customers apologize for being crazy.
Well, then you're going to have to go up and bark somebody else's tree, because I'm going to be crazy no matter what. Well, you can tell them, if I said something, I meant it, and I'm not going to recant what I say.
Well,
that's all there is to it.
See, I have to come to Chicago with that ass, because, see, I'm trying to be appropriate with you, and you want to be...
You will. You can come to my address. I don't give a f***.
Well, then it's on.
I don't know why you're getting upset when you're just trying to get me to apologize to somebody I don't give a f*** about.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm trying to...
Swear me all you want. I ain't going to get accomplished.
Jared, now, sir, I'm trying my best with you. I don't want to put my hands on you.
Well, then no. I'm not telling you what you can and what you cannot do. But if you're asking for apology, you might want to bark up somebody else's f***ing tree.
You didn't have no right to cuss at that lady. And that other man...
Why didn't I have a right? Anybody has a right to f***ing cuss.
You didn't have a right.
What? I will cuss at who the f*** I want if they're not going to be nice.
Now, see, you're going to piss me off. I'm going to go to the trunk. I'm going to get my gun.
You get your gun. And I'll get my gun. And we'll see who has a quicker f***ing trigger.
I call my gun the Reverend, because it make you see the Lord.
You're going to have a slower trigger than I.
See, but it ain't nothing to come get slapped, Jared.
Come slap my ass.
Your
I don't give up. Ask the lady I'm supposed to apologize to. I'm sure she'd be happy to give you my address.
Do you love America?
If you want me to give an apology to something I ain't going to give an apology for.
Do you love America, Jared? You got to do this for the troops.
I already served for the troops. So I don't have this is for the troops.
This is for the troops, sir. God bless America.
Well, God bless them. You know what? I don't know what that has to do with me apologizing to somebody.
Well, I tell you, can you send a card or just some sort of just show that you just didn't mean what you said?
Where the f*** are you calling from? Because I don't understand this.
Sir.
Why would they have to go through a third party to get an apology? If she wants an apology that f***ing bad, why don't she call me?
Well, sir, why would she call you direct when the last time you talked to her, you used that foul mouth of yours? They need a liaison, and that's what the Sackleson Corporation is.
She has enough balls to call me and not be f***ing lenient with me, then she should have enough to use foul language too.
Well, why didn't you got the money? You couldn't sell no M&Ms or some Girl Scout cookies? You could have done something else.
Why the f*** would I want to do that?
You don't want to get your credit messed up.
Well, my credit's already f***ed up. What's one more person going to make it any different?
You better sell dope or start a meth lab. You better do something. Or, in the meantime, if you want something to entertain yourself with, you could always just drop comedian Roy Wood Jr. an email, because this is a prank phone call.
Who set this up?
Your friend Kevin put us up to prank calling you today, man.
All right.
Oh, man, that's one of my new favorites right there, Rock.
Yeah, Sackleson Corporation.
He wasn't All right, y'all, we got the chicken and waffle mix coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, man. John Lyon on the 1s and 2s. Chicken and waffle mix, man, going down today. This week has really went by fast. What in the world is going on? It's almost time to go to church. I mean, well, I ain't going to say go to church. It's almost Sunday. John Lyon on the 1s and 2s. Chicken and waffle mix, man. The weekend is almost here. Every day seems like the weekend. I don't know. I'm confused. I don't even know what day it is. What time is it? I don't know.
Right.
And I am tired of cooking. I don't want to cook nothing else. I'm over it. I'm hungry, but I don't want to cook. I don't know. We'll get a counselor on to break down what I'm going through with all that. I'm just totally, I be hungry, but I don't want to go in the kitchen. Like, Eva, we talked about that this morning off the air, but we don't have a whole conversation. What is that breathing on the phone? Hold on, stop the music. What's up with you, Black Tony?
Hey, what's up, Shot? Hey, cuz.
What's up?
Hey, Shot, this what's up, Shot? Why you complaining about being in the kitchen and all that, Shot? Look, I just want to be an inspiration in the morning, Shot. I was listening early this morning. I was listening. Because you know, Shot, what I've been doing since we've been on this vacation, Shot, what I've been doing is just really, resting up, you know what I'm saying, getting ready for the next
vacation.
Next phase of my life, you know what I'm saying? I realized, I realized with this little time off, I realized I was stressing out. And I was overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? Because it took a lot of hard work to not show up for work for 3 straight years. That take a lot, shawty. That take a lot out of you. You know what I'm saying? So look, I'm listening to the radio early in the morning. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get an early listen to the first beginning. I heard Pastor Hines talking about, giving the good word. I said, Shawty, I need to inspire some folks this morning. So I just want to say, Shawty, I just want to encourage all them folks sitting out though, cause the trout, I ain't gonna lie, Shawty. The traffic in the trout been kind of slow for the past couple of weeks.
Right.
I just want to encourage all the folks out though. You sitting at home, Shawty, you under a lot of stress with all this corona and everything. Now is not the time to stop doing drugs, Shawty. I just want to encourage folks. Now is not the time to give up. Don't stop doing drugs, Shawty. You need drugs.
What?
I'm just saying, Shawty.
No, man. This is no. Black Tone, this is time to get clean and get yourself together.
3-for-1 special, Shawty. Buy 3 crack rocks. I'm gonna give you that 4th one free.
No, man. You just can't sit up here. No, Black Tone, we can't let you do that.
Shawty, whatever it is you need, Shawty. If you need some weed, you need some. I just want you to know, Shawty.
Black Tony.
What?
You don't have to do drugs.
You got to do drugs, Shawty. You got to do drugs. Understand, Shawty. Now's the time.
No, Black Tony.
Now's the time, Shawty. Don't give up, Shawty. Don't be no quitter.
Just because you
through the trap.
No, just because you're running a special or whatever. They said, don't be a quitter. Yeah, get out this phone. Bye, Black Tony. All right, have a nice day. Bye, Black Tony.
Smiley Morning Show.
Now it's time for me to get on the mic and make this
morning show
party hot. They know that's what we love.
In the morning.
Y'all crazy, man. Y'all are crazy. When it comes to this, there ain't no equal.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show right here.
And it goes a little something like this. Mr. Thomas.
Hello.
Mr. Thomas. Hey, we apologize about everything that Black Tony said. I know that got you upset.
No, don't apologize for him. You ain't saying that, Ricky. Ricky, you ain't saying that.
I did.
You ain't.
Listen, I told him. Yeah.
Now, see, let me tell you something. That old jitterbug, tell that Black Tony, that little jitterbug, to keep my name out of his mouth, okay? You all right?
Right.
Okay, first of all, keep telling these young jitterbug boys to do something wrong, and that ain't right, okay? All the drugs, okay? All the crack, all the weed. Where you get off telling them don't give up right now? Where you get off telling them now's your time to go in? No. See, Black Tony don't know about going in. He said go in, but he ain't got a clue what go in. Why don't you go in to work? Why don't you go in to a job? Why don't you go in to find some employment? Why don't you go in to do the right thing, which is you don't have to do that.
That right, Mr. Thomas. Tell him, Mr. Thomas. Yeah.
You don't have to do drugs to get by. Get yourself together and get your mind back.
That's right. That's right.
Yourself what drugs are doing.
You need to come on too, Mr. Thomas.
You need to come on to Jesus.
That's right.
Put the drugs away. That's what you tell him, Tony. Get up off the cocaine.
Yeah.
Get your mind. Yes, sir. And get yourself together. Tony, get drugs are doing. I'm so glad my good friend down in Wabasso, Florida, Maestro Power called and told me what Black Tony said.
Okay.
He was picking oranges and said, you ain't gonna believe what Black Tony said.
Right. That's right, Brother Tommy. And we always appreciate you calling up and correcting the situation, Mr. Tony. Hey, Mr. Thomas, we love you.
Ricky,
we love you, Mr. Thomas.
Ricky, if I help anybody put down those drugs, I done did my job.
Gary got the tea in the club today. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. People every day, but obviously today is different. And that's why we are partnering with our first responders, government officials, and the medical community and innovators. We are also partnering with manufacturing, transportation, and food distribution industries. We are doing this to make sure that we are finding the right people for the right jobs right now. Let's work together. Visit ZipRecruiter.com/work together.
Hold it. Half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The time right now is 8 minutes after the hour, y'all. The segment's being brought to you by Walgreens. That's right. Walgreens is here for you with new ways to make shopping safer and easier, like the drive-through pickup and same-day delivery from Postmates on select items. For the latest updates on ways to save and our expanding services, visit Walgreens.com. What up, Garrett?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Thursday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Jussie Smollett, y'all. I guess he just ain't going to go away, or the people ain't going to let Jussie just go ahead on and rest, y'all. Now it's being reported, y'all, that Jussie Smollett may be holding, y'all, the smoking gun in the Abel Osandria romance claim. Now they're saying back in February, y'all, Jussie's lawyer blamed his client's notorious Chicago hate crime hoax on his alleged accomplice, y'all. Ola Osandria, y'all, ordering y'all his younger brother Abel to assault y'all Jussie to prove that there was no sexual relationship between them, and later blaming Jussie, y'all, for the attack. Now they're saying, y'all, can Jussie prove, y'all, that he and Abel were a thing? What they're saying, it definitely sounds like it. Now they're saying, y'all, that he and Jussie and this guy, they used to party together and they had a sexual relationship, honey. He said, then they went to this here beautiful, wonderful, affluent Chicago bathhouse multiple times, and they had to show their IDs. So people are saying, y'all, maybe they were a couple, and now this guy is playing crazy, saying, no, I ain't done nothing, honey. Now they're having Jussie holding a smoking gun or whatever. But how do y'all feel about this? Because are they just really trying to make this man out of an example? Because it seems like they really not, they just need to let it go.
It sounds like to me that it's going to discredit this guy. Because if he's dating him and a woman scorned after they didn't work out or whatever, this could be, cause for him to do something malicious to him to get him back. Ain't nothing like a woman scorned, honey, or a queen. Okay?
Yeah, but he don't look queenish, though. I mean,
no, but if they had a relationship, if they had a relationship and Jussie can prove they had a relationship and it didn't work out or whatever, that's cause for somebody to do something malicious to you.
True.
And there's not one look of gay. Like, you don't have to look like a queen to be gay.
Amen to that.
Well, we need Mayor Lori Lightfoot to get involved and put on one of her suits, and she can
don't do it.
Resolve this because I love my mayor. I'm not gonna tell what you're not gonna do is sit up here and talk about Mayor Lori Lightfoot, because I love Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
What she should do, Ricky?
Yeah.
Just get involved and resolve. She can resolve all of it.
Yeah.
Put on that gray suit she had on that damn press conference, and she can put all of this to rest. My mayor, Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
Well, all right, Mayor Lori Lightfoot, baby. This girl just come on, honey, and step on in.
Have you seen Mayor Lori Lightfoot, Gary?
Is that the same girl y'all talking about with the short haircut?
Yes.
Yes, that's my mayor. And what you gonna do? And I'm gonna tell everybody that's out there in Chicago, If you post one more meme of Mayor Lori Lightfoot, I'm going to come looking for you because I don't appreciate it. None. Go ahead.
All right, honey. Go to the cooler. Honey, the cooler today, honey, is one of my favorite coolers. My cooler today, y'all, is Sea Spray. On the high end, you say Sea Spray, and on the low end, you say Beautiful Teal Blue. That's your cooler for the day, honey.
And we're going to dedicate this seat to who, Gary?
Look, Mayor Lori Lightfoot.
You damn right. You damn right. Y'all, you will respect our
baby.
mayor, the nation's mayor, Lori Lightfoot. And Eva, you can be quiet, and Brad, you can be quiet, and Gary, you can be quiet, and everybody that have posted a meme, you can be quiet. Because if I find out, if I see one more meme, I'm going to personally get in my car and quarantine to your house. I'll sit outside of your house all night and blow my horn. You will not get no sleep if you mess with my mayor, Lori Lightfoot. Thank you. Y'all give it up for Gary with the team.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the what's trending now.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, man, I be trying to do the best I can, but you know the devil is a lie, and the devil will get inside of your system and put all of these things around you, and you can't focus, because when Peter took his eyes off Jesus, he began to sink. All these people that's on this show, they are here to distract, and every day that I get on this radio, the Lord is telling me that this is a test. It's only a test, and I got to stay focused and do what I got to do. I can't worry about Eva, Gary, and Brett. I got to do what I got to do. All right, today's topic, y'all. We got, ladies and gentlemen, Angela Benton is on with us this morning. Listen, important information the black community needs to be aware of regarding COVID-19 and contact tracing. All right. So we got Streamlytics founder and CEO Angela Burton is a diversity pioneer in the technology industry, and she's an expert on what people watch on streaming services and helping us consumers keep ownership of our personal data. Y'all give it up and show your love right now for Angela Benton. Come on, y'all.
Yeah, what's up, Angela?
Good morning.
Angela, good morning.
Guys.
Thank you so much for joining us. This is interesting. I'm really excited about having you on this morning.
Yeah, no, my pleasure. So contact tracing is, something that's really important to our community. And I don't think a lot of people really kind of understand what it means. And
no, we don't.
Yeah, so let's break it down for you. So a few days ago, Google and Apple basically joined in an unprecedented partnership. So these two, they're tech giants and they're competitors. They joined to reach about 3 billion people through an app and also an update to their operating system that will allow contact tracing. And so what this means is they can share your location data, not anything that you posted to the internet or anything, the location data that's being stored on your phone, health data that may be in the Apple Health app, or data that they've gotten from public health organizations to try and slow the spread of coronavirus. Now, why this is important to our community is because we've been infected more by COVID-19. And this is actually unregulated. We don't have a data privacy law in the United States. We're the largest Western country that does not have a data privacy law. And so this can be a huge drawback, not just for everyone without a data privacy law, but particularly for us. It violates civil liberties and could jeopardize our freedom.
Okay, so I'm wondering, what exactly does the black community in particular need to pay attention to when they're planning to do this contact tracing? I mean, is this a good thing? Are we helping? Are we being put in danger?
Hold on, and she can answer that on the other. Hold on, answer that on the other side. We got. I'm so excited. We got Angela Benton on with us, founder and CEO. A diversity pioneer in the technology industry. So we'll answer that question coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, the segment's being brought about optimal tax relief. Now, during these times, The last thing you need is a nagging IRS problem. And if you owe the IRS, now is the perfect time to call Optima Tax Relief. Optima can help you resolve your tax debt over the phone and online. Optima is America's most trusted tax resolution firm, having resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients. They'll stand between you and the IRS and fight to get you the best deal possible. So call now for a free consultation. Call 800-829-3181. That's 800-829-3181. All right, y'all, Rick Smiley Morning Show. We have founder and CEO Angela Benton is a diversity pioneer in the technology industry. And listen, she is an expert on what people watch on streaming services and helping us consumers keep ownership of our personal data. And Eva, you asked her right before we went to break, what was your question?
Yes, I was asking about what the black community in particular needed to pay attention to when we're talking about this contact tracing. Because I know, you have these different devices at home that you feel like are always listening to you. Or when you like go on the internet, you'll notice next thing you know, you'll have an advertisement for something that you were thinking about and now it's in your email. So like what do we need to look for as African Americans when it comes to protecting our privacy?
So what you really need to pay attention to and just be mindful of is this is meant to be a good thing, but there's no law in place to keep it in check. Okay? And so it could be potentially dangerous. I'm sure you guys remember freedom papers when slaves had to show papers that to say that they were able to just roam around in their daily life. If it's violated, that could be a real reality. So what people can do is go to gotmydata.com. We have a petition set up. We're going to be talking to congressmen and lawmakers to make sure if an emergency data privacy law is put in place, that consumers have access to their data and can limit how it's accessed and how long it's accessed for in states of emergency, like the COVID-19 pandemic.
Oh, wow. So what you're saying is it can get really dangerous. Let's say, for example, you have COVID and they know that you have COVID. And what scare you is the fact that they can track you and you can potentially get violated or mistreated just because you have COVID or anybody around you, correct?
Exactly. So this is happening in China right now. This is what we're seeing on the news in China. So if they know your location, if they know where you're at, if they know that you either have COVID or you've been exposed to it, right, they can say, okay, well, you can't go to this area. Or when they start to roll out the vaccine, they're going to roll it out to the hotspots, which we all already know the black community is affected by it more, right? And so this could be very dangerous when it comes to them knowing our health data, them knowing our location, and then deploying vaccines, kind of like the Tuskegee experiment. We don't want to be, experimented on, and all of the vaccines are being fast-tracked right now. So they're not going through the typical trial periods of at least 18 months.
Right. So how can we take action to protect ourselves and make a difference?
So you can take action. Go to gotmydata.com. We have a petition up, and this is something that, I've been in technology for 20 years. This is something I'm personally invested in just for the good of our community. I wrote several letters to Congress, the Federal Trade Commission, who regulates this, and we have a petition up at gotmydata.com that you can sign that we're attaching to these letters to make sure that we can get, again, specific things in place and any laws, data privacy laws that may be passed very quickly because of all the chaos that's going on right now, to make sure that consumers have access to their data, but that they can also limit it in terms of who can access it, how long they can access it for in cases like this.
All right, y'all, if you have any questions for Angela about COVID-19 contact tracing and how to protect your privacy and security, you need to call us right now at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. Call us now, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We got Angela Benton on with us this morning. I'm so excited. Let's go straight to the phone line. Good morning. What's your name and where you calling from?
My name is Chanel. I'm calling from Bakersfield, Georgia. My first question is just, why do we need a vaccination for something that's killed by soap and water and a pH value higher than 9.9?
So I'm not a public health official, and I can't speak on the vaccine at all. And so what you should be most concerned about is even if they do deploy a vaccine, however they decide to deploy it or whatever, the makeup of the vaccine is, we don't want it to get deployed to our communities first and for our location data to be used. So something that you can do is go to gotmydata.com just to make sure, and sign the petition, make sure that your data privacy rights are not violated.
All right. I'm so excited to have you on the show. Thank you so much. Let everybody know how you can be reached, and if anybody have any questions, how can you be contacted?
Sure. So I'm A. Benton, Benton, my last name, on all social media platforms. If you guys have questions, slide in my DMs. Of course, you can also go to gotmydata.com too.
Hey, we really appreciate you coming on because this is some really, really interesting information. And make sure you come back. You're welcome on this show anytime. That's valuable information because I'm sitting here reading this stuff like, what? It's just so many. It's so many moving parts to all of this stuff, and I just never would have thought about anything like this. And I really appreciate you sharing this information with us.
My pleasure.
Yes, ma'am. All right, y'all. Coming up next, we got not Dr. MJ Collier. We got Jeff Johnson with 3 things you need to know. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I make it to work. Waking up with the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Woo-hoo!
Hey, all right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time, man. My man, Jeff Johnson, got 3 things you need to know. Good morning, Jeff.
Hey, good morning, Rick. Hey, everybody. How y'all feeling?
Man, we blessed this morning, man. Excited to have you.
Man, listen, I don't know if you know, Rick, but this is Black Maternal Health Week. And the reason we need a Black Maternal Health Week is because we have insane numbers as it relates to the mortality of Black women in giving birth. It's nearly 3.5 times higher than it is for anybody else. And so I thought it was important to have Sister Kenda Sutton come on. She's a birth justice and maternal health advocate. Is doing incredible work in Virginia and around the country as it relates to advocating for and providing information to Black women and Black families as it relates to their birthing choices. Kenda, how you doing, sis?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm good.
All right.
Thanks for coming on.
Thank you for coming on. Good morning.
Good morning.
We know that the numbers for Black women are insane. And so when we talk about Black Maternal Health Week, real quickly, like, why do we even need to have that? And especially in a time of COVID-19, why is this conversation even more important?
Because there's no reason why Black women should be dying at a higher rate than any of their counterparts. So where you have other states, such as like Texas, 8 times more likely to die. Georgia is in the same boat. So Black women are not reproducing like we used to simply because they're in fear of their life. And no Black woman should actually be afraid to do the one thing that should be the happiest moment of their life.
And the most natural.
Yeah, and the most natural.
And so in this time, and we've got tons of families of all races, but Black folks in particular that are having to make some really hard choices about, do they go to a hospital? Do they subject themselves to be separated from their baby after the child is born? Do they deal with the fear of additional sickness by going into a hospital? How are you advising women and families as they're making kind of audibles to their birthing plans?
So what I like to advise is to always get a doula. Doulas are very, very important, and in the Black community, it's kind of shied away from, but we're the ones who actually created doulas and midwifery. And until we can actually accept ourselves and love ourselves, we'll always be in the same boat. We have to be able to be vocal and know what rights we actually do have, and to be able to stand in that gap.
I need you to talk about that for a minute, because there's some people that still don't know what a doula is. And to your point, there's a lot of people that are like, a midwifery. What the hell are you talking about? Like midwife is, we created it. But other communities have now written books and do papers and act like they made the stuff up. And it is incredibly difficult in certain states to even find a midwife to do a home birth especially, but even a hospital birth.
Definitely. So a midwife is the person who actually is able to catch the baby. A doula is a person who provides support. So whereas if you have an issue that arises, we make sure that provide you with evidence-based research. We make sure that fathers are a part of the birth and not shied away from it. So we make sure that they're bonding with baby as well as mom. We're making sure that they're comforting you. Any type of thing that you possibly need, we are there for. And that's why doulas are so important, because we make sure that you are listened to. A lot of the stigma is that Black women have a higher pain tolerance. So sometimes when we say that we're in pain, OB providers will dismiss it instead of recognize that she is in pain and we need to do something about it. So we are an advocate, and we teach the moms and pregnant people how to advocate for themselves.
You know I'm a doula, Rick.
Right.
No, I'm serious.
Hey, man, yeah.
No, I'm not kidding. I helped deliver both of my kids at home. My two youngest kids at home. No. I was in. Wifey and I were in the water together. I caught both Baldwin and Garvey when they came into the world. Wow. And so blacklove.com is doing a piece right now on daddy doulas, brothers that have played this role in the lives of their partners and the mothers of their children. So no, it's a real thing, and what Kendra is talking about, I think, is super important. Kendra, I know there's a lot of people that have questions. How can they get more information on creating birthing choices, on finding midwives and doulas wherever they live, and even just getting some of the policy and justice information that's so much a part of the work that you do? How can they reach you and find more information?
They can always find more information at Birth in Color RVA on all social media platforms. Our website is also birthincolorrva.org.
Man, Kendra, we appreciate you so much. You all, it is Black Maternal Health Week. Make sure you have these conversations, help people make especially really healthy decisions in the midst of COVID-19. Y'all can hit me at Jess Nation on all social media. Rick, thanks so much, man. This is such an important topic, and we always appreciate you giving us the airwaves to talk about this.
Absolutely. It's so important. That's why. Hey, thank you for coming on. Y'all give it up and show your love for Jeff Johnson. No, you are welcome. Thank you. Hey, we got Eva's Corner up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the top of the hour. It's about that time. Eva's Corner. Good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where I bring you everything womanhood, motherhood, and all the juiciness in between. So today, I want to teach you guys something super simple, and it's how to make baby food at home. Now, to all the new moms out there or expecting mothers, you might think this is extremely difficult, and it sounds a lot easier to just go and buy baby food. But in these current, very difficult economic times, with the stay-at-home order being in place, you're going to find that making baby food at home is going to save your life and definitely save some money. So it's super easy. When you buy your produce, just buy a couple extra sweet potatoes, buy a couple extra apples, bananas. You can use avocados, and I'm going to teach you how to make rice cereal. So all you do is peel either of those vegetables or fruit. You peel it and then you steam it for anywhere between 12 to 17 minutes. After you steam it, you cut it up and you literally put it in the blender with either formula that you've been feeding your baby. You can use water or you can use breast milk if you're still breastfeeding. And you put it in the blender, you puree it, and boom, you have baby food. I make baby food for my son twice a week. And what I do is I blend it up and I put them in small little jars and I date them. So they're fresh in your refrigerator for 3 days. But then I also make a whole batch that I keep in the freezer, so that when I'm running low, I can take the ones out of the freezer, pop them in the refrigerator, they defrost, and that's another 3 days worth of food. And so instead of going and spending $20, $30 on baby food, you can literally spend $5 on produce, save yourself some money, and give you something else to do at home while we're going stir crazy during this stay at home in order. So making baby food is simple, it's cheap, and if you have older kids that like things like applesauce costs. But you can make applesauce. You literally steam it, blend it, put some cinnamon in there, add a little brown sugar, and you have applesauce. So there are very easy ways to make baby food and food for your kids at home that are cheap and they're efficient. It is, no, the applesauce situation.
Man, you really made me want some warm applesauce.
It's good. Just take, like, you literally blend it, and then you can add paprika in there if you want a little bit of ginger in there, and freak it out. But you can make this stuff at home, throw it in your refrigerator, and for people like me and Ricky who are so tired of cooking, pop it open and your kids have their food. If you have leftovers, I do it with rice. I take the leftover rice from dinner, and then I put it in the blender, and I add formula with it. I blend it up, and there's your rice cereal. And then you can add... Go ahead, Rick.
No, so Eva, if you want your kids to have like some of the food, can you puree some pork chops and stuff?
You absolutely can. So if your toddler... Yeah, if your toddler is out of the age of soft food and is going to that like rice and chicken and vegetable stage, you definitely can. You can take the chicken you made from the night before. You can puree it. You can add vegetables in it and add the rice in it and put it in a container, and your 1-year-old is eating a full meal, and you didn't waste any food, and you didn't have to go and buy any baby food. So the key here is being cheap. I'm a very frugal girl, and I'm about keeping my coins and creating a legacy. And so instead of going and buying food, and think about it, if you buy packaged baby food, it lasts for 6 months. How, Sway? How does this food last for 6 months? That means there's so many additives and preservatives that your child should not have just to make this food last that long. And when you make it at home, you know exactly what's in it. So I encourage you.
Okay.
Come on, Brad. What?
No, go ahead. Ricky said there it is. We probably got to wrap up. Go on, girl. I'll talk to you later.
Well, I just want to encourage you, if you haven't done it and it feels like, it sounds like it's a lot, I'll throw a video up on my page at Eva Marcille on Instagram. I'll also add it to Ricky Smiley Morning Show page, and you can figure out how to do it for yourself. And if you've been doing it, you can get some new recipes. That's my moment. It's Eva's Corner. You can reach me on all my social medias at Eva Marcille. Thank you, Ricky.
One time, Eva Marcille.
Yeah. Time.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get it.
Here we go.
Right there. Save money. And one of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. So if you own a car, truck, SUV made from 1999 or higher, you can stop paying for car repairs. That's right. You might not have to pay a penny to have it repaired. So just dial ** car on your mobile phone now to see if you qualify. You must have an automobile made from 1999 or higher, and all repairs for your engine, transmission, and much more can become a thing of the past. Dial ** car on your mobile phone today to get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Plus free roadside assistance, free towing, free car rental, free oil changes. Just dial ** car on your mobile phone now to see if your car qualifies. That's ** car. Never pay for car repairs again. Just dial ** car on your mobile phone now. Restrictions may apply. Plans and calls for coverage may vary. Call Protect My Car for details.
News headlines.
Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 23 minutes after the hour. Y'all got your front page. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Thursday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcille, and here are your top news stories. So we broke another record yesterday for the highest number of deaths in the U.S. due to COVID-19. Over 2,400 people died in one day. So sad. And the new weekly unemployment numbers will come out today and are expected to be in the millions yet again. So far, over 17 million people have filed for unemployment. Now, these stimulus checks are going out, but many are being sent to the wrong bank account. So in Atlanta, hundreds of customers are ticked off to find out that their check went to their tax preparer's account and not theirs.
That happened in Augusta, Georgia, too, where the police had to be called. And that has definitely happened.
So this is why, Rick. Because a lot of people, they do their taxes and they get a rapid refund, right? So if you are getting your refund in a direct deposit, then the stimulus check will also be in a form of a direct deposit. However, it's going into the account of the tax preparer versus the the tax payee. And so there's a discrepancy there. So if you know you're supposed to be getting a stimulus check and you're not seeing it, you might want to reach out to your tax preparer and find out if they, in fact, got your check. Also,
so the tax preparer getting the checks, whatever.
Yes.
From what I understand, the people in Augusta sent the money back because they don't want to be responsible for all of those checks because they don't benefit from it. They don't make no money off of that.
No,
they don't.
Did it in Atlanta
And
also.
so they most likely did a rapid refund, which is you file your taxes and the person that prepares your taxes does an estimate and gives you an immediate check. And so since the way the government is paying out the stimulus checks are through your tax preparation, that's where the discrepancy is coming in at. So if you're learning that your check is supposed to come in and it hasn't, then you might want to contact your tax preparer and see if they in fact have gotten your checks. Also, most of us are depending on the U.S. Postal Service to get these checks, medications, and other goods. But the U.S. Postal Service is on hard times right now and could go out of business without help from the government, which Donald Trump is against. Now, contrary to a lot of belief, the Postal Service is not a part of the federal government, and it is not funded by taxpayer dollars. So unless Trump jumps in, we might have a very big issue with getting our mail. In other news for high school parents of high school juniors and seniors, the SAT and ACT says that they are coming up with new online tests that college applicants can take at home. And today is a day to celebrate. The Democratic Party is coming together. Elizabeth Warren has announced her support for Joe Biden as president. All right, that was a look at your headline news. For more on what's trending and everything we were talking about, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.com. Brought to you what's popping in sports, my brother.
What's going on, Eva? Well, the LA Rams football player Brian Allen tested positive for coronavirus. He's the first NFL football player to publicly acknowledge a positive COVID-19 test. So I'm sure we're going to be hearing some more cases coming up from that situation right there. And Jackie Robinson Day was actually yesterday, man. In Major League Baseball, of course, season has been suspended due to the coronavirus. So good news is that Thomas Toole, executive producer of the movie 42, which was based on Jackie Robinson's life, he donated $4.2 million to the COVID-19 fight. Now, this money will go towards personal protective equipment for hospitals serving African-American communities, man. So big up to Thomas Toole for that right there. Last but not least, Shaquille O'Neal, man, was talking a little fun smack on social media yesterday, claiming that his three-peat Lakers with him and Kobe would have beaten Michael Jordan's Bulls from back in the day. Now, he also said that it also would have depended on his free throw shooting, because we already know he wasn't that good of a free throw shooter. So he threw some shots and everything, but that would be a good matchup. I don't know, man. I gotta ponder and think about that one for a while to see who would win the best of 7 between them two teams right there, Rick Dawg. It's all to the good, man. Bring it back.
The Bulls.
What up?
You got the Bulls?
Yeah.
Well, I got the hot spot, and coming up next in the hot spot, Kanye gonna tell us who he voted for. He said we know who he voted for. It's the hot spot, y'all. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
That's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
It's the bottom of the hour. Brad got your hot spot right here. It's brought to you by...
It's brought to you by Urban One. Help make a difference in one of the most important elections of our lifetime. Register to vote today at newsone.com/vote. Brought to you by Urban One and One Vote. Represent the vote.
That is, go ahead.
Oh, okay. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brad Tat, and this is the hot spot. And let's get off into this thing right now. Oh, where we bring you music, movies, and more on the corona. Well, y'all, Kanye West did an interview, and he opened up about the death of Kobe Bryant. He said, Kobe was one of my best friends. He was the basketball version of me, and I was the rap version of him, and that's facts. Now, he also went on, y'all, to discuss who he was voting for. And he said, you know, people have called him crazy, and people have said everything about him, about being a functioning alcoholic. But he said he wasn't a functioning alcoholic because he would be drinking orange juice and Grey Goose every morning. So I guess he told y'all. And he talked about voting for, we know who he gonna vote for. He said, I'm the founder of a $4 billion organization, one of the most Google search brands on the planet, and I will not be told who I'm gonna vote for because of my color. I'm definitely voting this time, and we know who I'm voting for. Who y'all think he voted for?
Of course he voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. He gonna need to vote because he's not gonna win. Ain't no way in the hell he's going to win Minnesota, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. Not against Joe Biden and Wisconsin. He's not. Donald Trump Joe Biden is going to win in a landslide if we don't sit at home like we did in 2016. Facts.
Well, I hope we don't. Well, y'all, moving on, last but not least, Centoya Brown. I don't know if y'all remember her. She was the young lady that was locked up and she got out of prison, and they did a whole Netflix documentary on her called From Murder to Mercy. She said she had no idea that was going to happen. She said while she was still incarcerated, a producer who had some old footage of her made a deal with Netflix for an unauthorized documentary, and she said her and her husband was surprised as everybody else when they heard the news because they did not want to participate. But she said she is currently working on sharing her story and getting that process together in full detail in the way that depicts and respects the woman I am today. So that's it for that, y'all. We're going to see some real stories about Centoya Brown instead of what they just pieced together. All right, y'all, that's going to conclude the Hotspot. I'm your girl, Brad Tat Tat. To get caught up on those stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. There it is.
All right. All right, we got Chef Kurt Boudreaux up next. You don't want to miss it. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux. Hey, Kurt, let me ask you something. You don't even have to give a recipe today if you want. I don't care. But did you get any phone calls and was people blowing your phone up yesterday, man?
Hell yeah, man. Inboxes, everything, man.
What they say, Kurt?
No Vienna sausage, but I know you're not gonna do no Vienna sausage. I said, I went out there to look for it, man. But the potted meat, everything was gone. Spam, everything.
Hey, but Kurt, did you get any backlash about the barbecue cheese with sauce?
Yeah, what? It was like, man, I was gonna clown you until I actually saw the video. I was gonna clown your bucket. Never mind. I ain't
right. And wait a minute, you got the video of the barbecue cheese with sauce?
Yeah, man. Oh, man. Man, y'all don't even watch the videos, man. Y'all dirty.
Kurt, we laughed all day yesterday.
I bet y'all did, man. I bet y'all did.
Hey, Kurt, well, what you got for us today, Kurt?
Well, look, man, I got something simple, bro. It's a baked honey mustard chicken with some yellow rice and sauteed spinach, man. Simple.
Right.
And the yellow rice.
And how you make that?
Well, you got to get that. I'm going to give you the ingredients for the boneless chicken sauce, okay? So, I know y'all be killing me with the sauce, but I'm going to go and give it to you anyway. All right. So, we're going to do it.
Drum roll, please. Sauce.
We're gonna give you half a tablespoon of olive oil. We're gonna do a fourth cup of honey. We're gonna get 3 tablespoons each of Dijon mustard, yellow mustard, whole grain mustard, or some Creole mustard. Then you're gonna do a half a teaspoon of some white vinegar, an eighth a teaspoon of paprika, 4 sprigs of some rosemary. Now, if you ain't got that, you just gonna have to eyeball it, man. If you ain't got no chili, Nah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit. Let me get through this, man. Y'all wrong. All right. We're gonna sear this chicken off on both sides, man. We're gonna set it aside, and then we're gonna set your oven at 375 degrees.
Right.
We're gonna place it in a pan, and then we're gonna put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Your yellow rice, you're just gonna use the instructions, man. This is store-bought yellow rice. Ain't nothing spectacular about that. But go ahead on and do you some sauteed spinach, man. It's fresh spinach. Use your little tablespoon of butter or some olive oil and just saute until it's wilted, bro. That's it. Now,
there it is.
Find the video.
Go ahead.
Rickey Smiley Official. Now, you can follow me on Facebook at Boudreaux's Catering and on Instagram at Chef_Boudreaux1. Like T, give me that drum roll. Too late.
You already did it, Kurt.
I cannot.
You the man, bro.
Too late.
Gary.
Baby, he want the drum roll, honey.
You don't have to do drugs.
But why the spinach got to be wilted?
I do have one question, Boudreaux.
Yes, ma'am.
How how do you eyeball 1/8 pinch of a teaspoon of
That's why I
paprika?
say, I'm gonna tell you like this. Just make this sound when you do it. Blue, and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, Hey, Kurt, tell her ass to watch the video, Kurt. Don't let her do you like that, Kurt. Don't let her play you, Kurt. Y'all give it up a chef, Kurt Boudreaux.
Y'all be good, man. Y'all have a good one. All right now.
You too, man. All right. Oh, boy, that's hilarious.